Welcome back to Miss B Makes It Easier, and tonight we are going to be doing functions again, but episode 2. Same part, different episode. So let's get started. So here we have different types of mapping diagrams, and we're dealing with functions. We have one-to-one where an element is only mapped to one image. We have many-to-one where there are different elements mapped to one image. Okay? And we have many-to-one where one element is mapped to many images, and then we have many-to-many where many elements are mapped to many images. Okay? So if you look at this, this is like this and this combined. Okay? So a function is always well defined. For any element of the domain, there is only one image. That is what determines a function. A function is a one-to-one or many-to-one. So therefore, out of the 4 mapping diagrams, only a one-to-one and a many-to-one is considered functions, mapping functions. And that's simply because each element is only mapped once. Okay? Each element is only mapped once. Look at this. Each element in here is only mapped once, even though many of them might be going to only one image. They're mapped only once. However, in this one, this has multiple mappings where this one element has 3 mappings. Okay? So once the element is only mapped to once, it's considered a function. So in this case, a one-to-one and a many-to-one are considered functions. The mapping diagrams, these 2 are considered functions. Remember that. So in a function, each member of the domain maps to just one member of the codomain, like what I would have said earlier. For example, in this one-to-one image right here, this is referred to as a function. A function, this one-to-one right here. In this case, we have an element, and it is mapped to many images, right? So it's mapped to more than one image. So therefore, once an element has more than one mapping point, it is not considered a function. This is a function because each of these elements in here are mapped to an image. They're not double dipped. It doesn't have more than one mapping happening from each element. However, so even though this doesn't have a partner, it's okay because all they really care about is the element. Once the element is mapped once, it is considered a function. Okay? The mapping. Here we have this one, and this is an example of how this is not considered a function, but this is, even though this element doesn't have a partner. And that's simply because, like what I said, each element has to be mapped to an image, but not each image has to be mapped to an element to make it the map a function, or the map represent a function. So I went ahead and did these. This is determine the type of mapping for each diagram. Okay? Below, using one-to-one, many-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many. So I would have given you an example right here. So we have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and we have all of this. And what I did is that sometimes when you can't see what is going on, it is best that you make it easier for yourself. And so I put these in a way, in an order that you would understand. So whereas we had 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, I put it so that the negative 3 and the 3 would be just corresponding to this, so that you could see that in this case an element is mapped multiple times. So one element is mapped multiple times to single images. So we said this is one to many, right? So one element is mapped multiple times to many images. So this must be a one to many. And here we have name matching the letter the name would start from. And in this case, if we reorganize this in a way we could understand, like here, we put Ahmed and Andrew, we have many elements mapping to one image. So this is now many to one. And this one is straightforward. We have just a one-to-one going, so this is a one-to-one right here. And in this case, you know that this is not a function. This representation here is not a function because the element has more than one mappings going on. Okay? So this is not a function. However, this is, even though we have many, because remember, the element only has to map to one image. Even though it's many here, this element is only mapped to one image. This element is only mapped to one image. Right? So we look at them singularly. Yeah, so this is a function. And this, you can see that this is clearly also a function. Alright, I hope this helped. This is very important because as you move along, you're going to have to remember the types of mapping, and you're going to have to transfer your knowledge as we move along. It gets more fun, so look out for exercises as we move along. Alright, thanks for watching. Sayonara, and keep up the good work.